In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can generate a point feature class from a standalone data table. Right now we're in a project that we created earlier. It's called boating, and we had imported a map package, and so that's how we got this map here, the Managed Boating Access map. I just want to check the coordinate systems really quickly before we proceed. So I'm going to right click on the map name, get the properties. If I click on coordinate systems, I can see that it's in the Virginia Lambert coordinate system. That's what I want. Okay, so that's the coordinate system of the map. That doesn't mean the layers are all the same coordinate system, because ArcGIS Pro can project on the fly so that the layers are aligned properly. It doesn't mean that it's changing the underlying data on the fly, it's just changing the way it's displayed on the fly. So for example, if we look at the county's properties, and we look at the source, I'm going to close this up and go down to the spatial reference. I can see that it's in the geographic coordinate system NAD 1983. So it's actually a different coordinate system than the map, but it lines up because ArcGIS Pro can handle that. We're not changing anything. Okay. All right, so let's open up this table and see what's in there. If I right click it and go open, there's my table. I can see what the different fields are, and if I scroll over to the right, I see conveniently that we have fields that have the latitude and the longitude in decimal degrees. Now, one thing to be careful about is people typically say lat long in that order instead of long lat. I don't know why. That's just the way people tend to say it. But we also say XY instead of YX usually. And that can get you confused because the latitude is your Y coordinates and the longitude is your X coordinates. So be careful that you don't flip those when you're going to create your points. Okay, so what do we need to do? We're going to use a tool. And to use a tool, we have to go up to this Analysis tab. And then we can click on Tools. Now, you could drill down through your toolboxes and try to find the tool you're looking for. But as you can see, there's a gazillion toolboxes, and within each toolbox, there's another bunch of tool sets. So it's a little hard to find. So thankfully, in this case, I know what I'm looking for. And so I'm actually going to type in the search box coordinate, and you can see now I get a bunch of selections that have that word in it, and the one I actually want is this tool, coordinate table to point. And so here's the tool window. The input table is the only table we have in this project. So we're just going to select that table. We're going to leave this default. Now, what's the X field? We just went through that. The X field is the longitude. And in this case, that field name is long. And the Y field is the latitude. And in this table, it's called lat. We're going to name the feature class. In this case, well, first of all, we're going to assume something because we were not given the information about what coordinate system this is in. So we're going to make an assumption for now that it's in the NAD 1983 coordinate system. So we're going to call this output boat access points underscore NAD 83. And we're going to choose that coordinate system. Here you want to click on the little globe. And then just type in this search here, type NAD 1983. Hit return. This is going to filter all the possibilities. We know it's a geographic coordinate system. We know it's a North American system. It's used in the USA. There it is. You see there's a ton of different options. Let's just use the simplest. Straight up NAD 1983. Hit OK. Now notice then in the box here, it's expanded the name. That's just a quirk of ArcGIS. And it is the same as NAD 1983. It's just a longer name that they're using here. So don't let that throw you. And once that is set up, then you can click the Run button. And now you have your points.